Tony Robbins is perhaps best known for his 3 decades of work in the field of self-improvement. He is a best-selling author of such books as Unlimited Power, The New Science of Personal Achievement. His new book is Money, Master the Game, and he counts figures such as Sir Richard Branson and Oprah Winfrey as admirers. But Tony is also a sports nut. Or at least I hope he is, because he has partnered with basketball star Magic Johnson and U.S. soccer star Mia Hamm to build a second Major League Soccer franchise in Los Angeles. Tony Robbins, I had no idea. Congratulations. So what's this thing about you and soccer? What's going on, Major Soccer League?
Well, I think it's the right timing for soccer. I mean, you see how people have been at the World Cup, and they see the human wall and the level of energy and passion that's there. I'm an international guy. I'm on a plane about every 4 or 5 days. I go to 15 countries. I see 250,000 people a year. And everywhere else I go, football is soccer, and it's crazy. And I love passion. That's what I generate in my seminars and my events. I see that starting to come to the U.S. And I think also L.A. is a unique market. You've got the Dodgers and the Angels. You've got, the Clippers and the Lakers. You've got the Kings and the Ducks. And now you got the Galaxy and you have the L.A. Football Club. And we've got a great group of owners that are really brilliant. Peter Guber is one of our partners there who owns the Dodgers along with Guggenheim. And just very, very, very smart people. So I'm excited to be part of that team of owners that are going to bring this to another level and give the Galaxy a run for its money.
All right. Well, I mean, you can give it a run for its money, but it takes money to do this. And for example, we know that Steve Ballmer buying the the LA Clippers.
Yes.
What is it? What do you get from working with people at that level, whether it is Oprah Winfrey or Sir Richard Branson? What do you take away from those experiences?
Oh, I ended up with friends, people that are brilliant that I can pitch and catch with. Everybody. You can pitch to anybody, but can you get somebody to throw the ball back? That's what's exciting in life.
Well, Ray Dalio is reported to have said, he's the hedge fund manager for Bridgewater, he said that was one of the things about meeting you, is that you could throw the ball back at him at a speed that he was not familiar, that anybody outside the investment community would be able to do.
Yes, well, I'm very privileged you said that. And listen, when I wrote this book, my goal was really simple. I wanted to bring the best investors on earth, and I wanted to simplify that information as something anybody could take and get the benefit of. Listen, we know most investors don't make money. You look and see a Dalbar, and you look at the last 20 years, 1993 to 2013, somebody who's in the market, S&P, 9.2% on average. What did the average mutual fund investor get? 2.5%. That's before tax. It's insane. So I got somebody like Ray Dalio, who, when I sat down with him, I said, Ray, tell me. I said, if you couldn't give your children any money, all you could give them was a set of principles or portfolio to really become wealthy and not 24 hours a day, what would it be? And he said, obviously, my all-season portfolio. So he walked me through why that works. And at the end, I said to him, Ray, look, you just taught me a great set of principles, but you're saying build this chocolate cake, use chocolate, use sugar. I need to know how much. Give me the formula.
You need detail.
Yes, I need the actual measurements. Asset allocation is only as good as your percentages. He said, Tony, that's my secret sauce. 10 years ago, it took $5 billion net worth and $100 million for me to talk to you, and now I won't even take people's money. I said, Ray, you just solved it. You're not taking anybody's money anyway. Give me the secret sauce. And we went back and forth, and his generosity was amazing. He said, it's too complex. There's leverage. I said, design one right now without leverage. Help the average man. And he sat there and he designed a formula that when we back tested it, it's all weather without the portfolio, without the leverage, meaning in the last 75 years, it's been right 85% of the time it's made money. And when it's lost, its average loss is 1.6%. You think about the ups and downs of the market. The largest loss in 75 years is 3.95%.
Let me throw some names at you because they appear in the book. Carl Icahn.
What about him?
You tell me.
Okay, well, I show up at his office. My interviews are supposed to be 45 minutes. They usually go 3 hours. He says to me, get rid of the video crew. I said, what? He goes, video, you said so. I don't care. All right, my audio team, no audio. Well, what am I supposed to do? Bring a pen, you got 10 minutes. But 3 hours later, when he sees you're sincere and you get inside, you see, here's a man who's had a return of 1,600% in the last 13 years. I mean, people think of Warren Buffett as the greatest investor. Kiplinger did a study and it shows if you started with him in 68, you'd have a 30% compounded return over all those years. If you were with Warren Buffett, it's a 20% return. Brilliant man who looks at the world differently than most people think. And it's just genius. I had a chance to introduce him to another opposite, which was Jack Bogle. They've been people that respect each other for years. I got to actually introduce them to each other. It couldn't be more different. Vanguard, #1 mutual fund in the world.
One last name to you, just to get your impression. You got to meet Warren Buffett.
Yes, very briefly with him. I was on the Today Show. I didn't get to do the long interview with him, and the reason is he said, look, at this stage of my life, it's the index. He's got a bet now, I think you probably know, with Protégé Partners, where he bet $1 million and he said, you get 5 hedge funds, put them together, I'm just going to buy the index, and we'll see who's going to win. Right now he's ahead 42 to, I think, 12, and they're 6 years into a 10-year bet. So Warren's pretty clear that only the unicorns win, and most people have access to those unicorns, the Ray Dalio. So I try to bring the unicorns to you in this book, but otherwise show you what to do to protect yourself and to maximize your profitability.